I'm not crazy about chocolate. I mean, I like it as much as the next person, but I'm not crazy about it. But I've never craved chocolate as much as I craved it while I was watching this film. If my hands were made of chocolate while I was watching this film, I would have eaten my hands. That was how much I craved chocolate while watching this film. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video, I want to talk about Wonka. Wonka follows the story of Willy Wonka in his early life when he was still chasing his dreams to become the greatest chocolate maker in the world. This film is directed by Paul King, and Paul King is the director of films like Paddington and Paddington 2. If you've watched those movies, you know those films are delightful and very, very enjoyable films. And the director brings those same elements in that film into this film, and this film was a brilliant film. This film serves as a prequel to the other Willy Wonka stories that we've seen, and this film stands very well on its own. It doesn't rely on the first two movies, it stands on its own as its own thing, and that's something that I really appreciate about this film. Another thing that made this film a much greater film is the performance from Timothée Chalamet. Chalamet plays the titular character Wonka, and his performance in this film was brilliant. He was likable, he was charismatic, he was relatable. I mean, he's someone that is chasing his dreams, and I'm sure we can all relate to that on some level. We all have dreams that we want to achieve. And see Willy Wonka's character chasing his dreams was something that just made him a very relatable and down to earth character, even though his character is a character that feels larger than life. Timothy Chalamet just captured the essence of the character, the things that we've seen in the previous Wonka characters, the things that make the Wonka character who he is. Timothy Chalamet was able to capture it, and he added his own thing to it. He made the character his own, and it was something that made me appreciate his performance in this film. The characters in this film as well are very, very lovable, awesome, and over the top characters. The characters do some things that are just they will never act like that in real life. Those things just make you realize they're over the top characters, but they don't feel out of place. They feel like a part of the story because the story itself seems exaggerated and over the top. So those over the top characters just add to the brilliance of the film and they work with the world of the film. And this film is a musical, and the musical numbers in this film were incredible. They were interesting, catchy, and funny songs, like songs that will be playing in your head after you finish watching this movie. I know after I finished watching this movie, the songs were still playing in my head for like an hour. I love the songs in this film. They were so catchy and so interesting. And I'm sure anybody that likes musicals, or even if you don't like musicals and you watch this film, you will also appreciate the songs so much. The songs were very good. Although this movie is made for kids, when you watch it, you'll see that it's obviously made for kids. Adults can also still watch this film and enjoy it. They are so enjoyable for adults as much as they are for kids. And one thing that made me realize that this film was purposefully made for kids is the comedy of it. The comedy lands sometimes, and other times it does not land. But I feel like if any kid watched this film, those comedy elements would blow them away because kids will love those kind of comedy more than adults would. Some of them work for adults, but most of the comedy works mostly for children. And it was something I just noticed in this film and I couldn't help but think about. I'm not saying that doesn't mean the comedy is bad by any means. The comedy is very enjoyable, but you enjoy it more if you're a kid watching this film. Another thing I noticed about this film is that the first and second act were like a very coherent story. They felt like this film that we are watching. Then the third act feels like a different film because they employ some kind of espionage things into it. So it felt different from the first and second act. Not that it wasn't good, it's just that it felt kind of disjointed from the first two movies. Apart from that, I really enjoyed this movie. The cinematography was beautiful, the story was engaging, the characters were awesome and lovable, and the story in general was just whimsical and delightful. If you watch this film, I am sure you're going to love it. I loved it so much, and I can't wait to watch this film all over again. So have you guys seen Wonka? What do you think about it? Comment below and let me know. Is this your first time on my channel? My guy, please subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers.